Now we want to learn how to navigate the map canvas using the pan and the zoom tools within the QGIS interface. We'll also learn about the map scale. This session will give us a glimpse on the basics of the QGIS navigation tools that is used within the map canvas. It will help us to visually inspect and explore the different layers at different scales. But before starting to do this, I want us to ensure that we have the map navigation toolbar activated here on our QGIS interface. If this is not done, you can activate it using the view menu and click on your toolbar and locate the map navigation toolbar. Once you have it, make sure it's clicked and checked to get it activated. And next, you want to open up a new blank project using the previous steps we did when we loaded data. And so go to your project, click on new and open up a blank project like what you have here. Even my map canvas is quite empty. Now load the road data, the building data, and the protected data. I have already loaded it, so I'll just check it to make it active. And so when all of this is done, we want to start using the map navigation toolbar. And the first item we want to select is the pan button, the pan tool. Now click on the pan tool, make sure it's activated like you see here. Then move your mouse to the center of the map or any region around the map canvas. Left click and hold it and drag the mouse. Drag it in any direction to pan the map, just like what you see me do. Make sure you're also doing the same thing. Once this is done, we want to zoom our map so that we can have a closer look at the layers we recently imported. And so we will be using the zoom tool on our map navigation toolbar. So select the plus zoom tool icon. Once you've done this, move your mouse to any region of interest on your map canvas, left click and hold and drag. Now you can see that a rectangle will be created. Now release the selection. You can also drag around this concentrated area, this highlands area of the road and the buildings. Left click, hold the mouse, make sure you're selecting to see a rectangle showing, then you can release. Once this is done, you can follow this similar procedure in zooming out by selecting the zoom out tool. Now hold your mouse around any region of interest, left click and drag and release. So now we can see that we've been able to zoom out around our map canvas. I want you to also know that as we work on this process, as we pan, as we zoom in, as we zoom out, our QGIS normally saves a memory, a history of what we have been doing. This helps you to backtrack to a previous view very easily. And so in the map navigation toolbar, there is a tool called the zoom last. So this tool helps you to preview the former session. So you can click on it and it has taken us back to the former session. And also we can use the zoom next option to take us to the initial session we had. And so when you click on it, you have this back again. And so sometimes after we have explored our map, we want to reset all of the views to the extent of all the layers, the way it was originally. And so instead of zooming out countless times, we can make use of the zoom full extend toolbar. So click on the zoom full extend toolbar and release it, and here you have it. Now we've been able to successfully use the pan tool, the zoom in tool, the zoom out tool, the zoom last option, the zoom next option, the zoom full extend to navigate around our map canvas. Now we want to zoom out. I noticed that, or you'd rather notice, that as you zoom out and zoom in around the map canvas, the scale value around the status bar changes. Take for example, if I hold the zoom into and I click, you see the scale value has changed. This was not what it was initially, and so this scale value represents the map scale particularly, and in general you have for example, the scale is 1:60,253. What this literally means is that the number to the right, which is 1, represents how many times smaller the object you're seeing on the map canvas is to the actual object in the real world. And so in the status bar, we can set the scale for a map based on our preference. And so you can either type the scale you want, or you can use this drop down arrow to select whichever scale you want. Take for example, let's select 1:500,000, and now you can see that the map has been so reduced. You can try your hands on it, check off other scales and see how it's been represented on your map canvas. Now you know the basics of navigating the map canvas. Knowing how to navigate our map canvas is really very important and essential, as this allows us to explore our layers visually, and we can also inspect it as well. And so, having done all of this, the next thing we want to do is to save our project. So click on the project, click on Save As, look for the folder where you call module exercise for all of your exercises. After seeing the folder, once you locate the folder on the desktop called module exercise, open it and save the map, the project, using creating a map, and you can click on save. I already have it saved, so it's asking me to replace. And so once this is done, you have successfully saved the project.